Question 1. Doug works in a retail store, earns $85 a week, plus 15% of his sales. He made $775 this week. What are his sales? You've seen a question that looks exactly like this before. So as I kind of walk through this, please make sure you have your calculators out and ready to rock, just in case I need a number. So what numbers do I know and what do they mean? The first thing I like to do when I'm solving a problem is just write down what I have. Noor? $85, and what is that? So that's like his flat rate every week. If he sells nothing, he's going to make $85. Okay. So this is, I like to call this fixed because it's stuck where it is. It's not affected by anything else. Yeah? That's an arrow. Sorry, it's terrible. What else do I know? Go ahead. 15% of sales is where he makes the rest of his money. I'm going to call that this. So the 15% is how this person gets the rest of their money. Does that make sense? And then how much money did they get altogether? Go? $775. So what do you think your first step should be in a question like this? Kira? Yeah, get rid of the 85 so I know what the rest actually is worth. So I'm going to do 775 minus 85, and that's going to give me 690, right? Okay, I'm just kind of doing this in my head here. 690. So that's the rest. 15% of his sales is the rest. So what I like to do is kind of write that out as a number sentence so I can figure out what it is I'm actually trying to figure out. So 15% of, how do I represent of? Times 690, or sorry, of his sales is 690. So next step, percents are a pain to work with. That's your hint. Next step, John, can you put it away and pay attention, please? Go. Change it to a decimal. This stuff needs to start being automatic. So 0.15 times sales equals 690. Now I'm left in this position where I need sales by itself on one side so I know what it is. Whatever sales is on this side equals whatever else is over here. Divide. So now I'm going to have this equals 690 divided by 0.15 equals 4,600, which is A? Make sense?
Kind of.
So, good. Moving on. 707 people under the age of 20 in Pierce City. This represents 13% of the population. What's the total population? This question should be easier than the last one because there's no extra step. That 20 is a useless number, and that's the thing that sometimes messes people up. They throw an extra number in there. It could have said there are 707 people that are actually parrots in Pierce City, and this represents 13% of the population. It didn't have to be a number, but sometimes they'll throw stuff like that in. Sometimes I'll throw stuff like that in to see if you guys are confused by that kind of information. 707 people are 13% of the population. Does that make sense? If you could write it out, that type of number sentence, this will be a little bit easier. So, what's the next step? No. Convert it to a decimal. 707 equals 0.13 times p. Now I need that p by itself. Divide. 707 divided by 0.13 equals p. Anybody smash that into a calculator for me? What'd you get? Pressure's on, Lauren. Everybody's watching. Pressure's getting to you, Brandon. 7 decimal? I hope not. I hope it's higher than that.
Math, let's hear it.
Calculator. 707 divided by 0.13 equals
What was that?
5438. So that's B. Make sense? Good. So this question is asking about growth. We should be able to do it quickly if nobody needs to see it. A weather balloon moves from 70 to 168. Describe this as a change in percent or increase or decrease. Is its height increasing or decreasing? Increasing. So that part's fairly straightforward. So now you just got to figure by what percent of 70 is it increasing? Does that make sense? So first, what do I need first? Go. Yeah, how much physically did it actually increase by? So to do that, I would take where it ended up, 168, subtract where it started, 70, and that's going to give me 98. Correct? Okay, so that's how much it's changed. So now I need to express that amount that it's changed as a percent of 70. How do I do that? Go? Yeah, I just divide it by 70. Just like if I got 98 out of 70 on a test, what would my percentage be? Now this one's going to be weird because it's improper. It's going to be greater than 100%. Right? If you got 80 out of 70 on a test, you did better than 100%. Maybe there's bonus marks or something weird. So when you do that, what'd you get? Yeah? 1.4 exactly. So 1.4 is the decimal. Can someone express that to me as a percent?
140.
Times 100. 1.4 times 100 equals 140%. Good. I guess you guys didn't need that one.